Welcome back to another live feed. Shaman's Juke Channel came to it. Das EFX, 1992. It's the third underrated classic album, Dead Serious, Das EFX. It's rare for any rap artist to create their own lyrical rhyme style, but include Das EFX in this category because Das EFX came from the Hit Squad. It was led by EPMD. Das EFX was a dynamic duo of Dre's and School, who decided not to be like anybody else in hip hop. According to Dre's, the duo wasn't influenced by anyone despite wanting to be dope as Brand Nubian. They wanted to be different, but staying away from the music scene environment. That helped them put together their own rhyme style and personal growth. Das EFX wasn't exposed to that many styles from other artists at the time. Dead Serious would be a revolutionary album in terms of a new lyrical rhyme style. The album was released on April 7th, 1992. They led it off. This album was the lead single off the album, They Want Effects, which was #1 on the Hot Rap Singles chart. They keeps coming with songs like Mike Checker and Straight Out the Sewer, which reached top 3 on the same chart. The album had 10 songs in the album. Overall, the album was an instant hit, a classic album. Dead Serious would go certified platinum. So the influence of this album was very powerful. The reason because this album influenced was Underground, Bruce Nickens, Priest Cross, Common, Jay-Z, even Public Enemy. Even the influence reached the television show, where Beverly Hills 90210, when David Austin Green was rapping to They Want Effects, despite the influential style of Das EFX. The success of their first album then continued with the other albums that they made. The reason might have been the style that they created was too advanced or knew that other rappers bit their style, that they couldn't expand on that. But when you look at the second album, Straight Up Suicide, the group had to slow down their fast-paced flow and made the iggity suffix because their own style was imitated too much by other artists in hip-hop. Dead Serious would go down as one of the original style albums in hip-hop history. That's so true, man. They were unique when they first came out with that album. You know, Dead Serious, Das EFX. They were different. They pioneered that iggity flow, rapid-fire, tongue-twisting delivery that spawned a wave of copycats. You know, Platinum selling album. The hard-hitting beats with unique comedic lyricism peaked at number 16 on the Billboard 200 charts. It's underrated classic because of the iggity flow. Before Das EFX, rapid-fire syllable packing rhymes were really a mainstream fiction. Scoob and Dre's crafted an entirely original stream of consciousness language that added iggity and iggity, iggity and iggity references to words which became instantly recognizable and inspired a generation of MCs. The unmatched energy and bumping production. They Want Effects, Mike Checker, Straight Out the Sewer. The album very fun and hot, entertaining energy back to the East Coast hip hop scene. It stood out by balancing heavy bass lines with clever, absurd wordplay. And then, despite topping the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart for 5 weeks and being certified platinum by 1993, the album is sometimes overshadowed in historical roundups by other early 90s releases. Its influence was so profound that artists ranging from Chris Cross to Ice Cube adapted elements of the duo's lyrical style shortly after its release. Yep, they definitely were imitated. You can make a case Das EFX was one of the top 5, top 10 most imitated rap artists, or rap groups, solo or group ever imitated. You talk about groups, you talk about solo artists. Das EFX up there as far as being imitated by a lot of artists. A lot of people imitate them. Yep, they definitely invented something that was different. Yep. That's basically it, man. Thanks for hitting the like button. Subscribe to the channel. So I'll be back at 8:15 with the last stream for the day. Now we're gonna come down to number 2, the second most underrated classic album. This is the third most underrated classic album, Das EFX Dead Serious. Until then, talk to you real soon.